Hey, what's up? Welcome to another day trading the QQQ. Today is November 29, and actually I have something special for you today because I actually got to cast my phone screen to the screen that I'm recording on. So I have the trades taken today, like where I put the stop loss, where I had some limit orders, where I had some take profits, and I have also the profit and loss for today. Today was two losses actually. It was three trades. I had two losses that I entered, just market orders, and then I had a limit buy that ended up into a loss as well. But I had my stop loss set, so as soon as it went to a certain level, I got kicked out of that trade as well. But basically, let's get into it. So the first trade, and this is funny. I kind of find this funny because the first trade was a buy on QQQ, right? My first trade was literally a buy of 50 shares on QQQ at 28234. Why I say it's funny is because the first trade of the day, I was still using the DXY or the dollar index as a confluence, and I saw the dollar going up, right? And I literally went against that and played the QQQ up because if the dollar is going up, the stock market should be going down, which it did. But then because I saw a little reversal on the dollar on the 1 hour, I decided to play QQQ up looking for a reversal. That played out for a little bit, but it came down and knocked me out almost immediately. And I'll just share my story here that I had actually posted on my Instagram today, showing the dollar going up. So I should have played the QQQ down, but I went against that. But still, let me show it. So look at this. So I was draining a water heater today, and the dollar was going up. So basically, I could see the chart going up, right? But I went against that, thinking that it would have reversed, because it seemed like it was hitting a top. And let me show you on the index right here. So this was a candle that I played for the QQQ to go up, thinking that it was reversing right off here. And let me move this over. And remember, today is the 29th. So basically, oh no, let me move this. Basically, when the dollar hit around this level, I'm thinking it's gonna continue reversing down because I see it hit a top here, it hit like a top here, hit like a top here. So I'm thinking it would have continued to come down, right? So I'm thinking that was bullish for the market, so I played that to go up. It came down for a little bit, and then I guess this week up just destroyed me. So let me show you now on Trade the Pool on the platform. So let's get into it. So we're gonna go to the first order was a market order at 1010, and the price was 28234, and that was on the QQQ. So I only traded the QQQ today. So the first order, let me get this over. All right, that can be covered. Okay. So the first order was the QQQ on at 1010, 28234. 1010. So this candle. So I'm thinking, okay, we're getting a little bullish, right? But this week destroyed me. At least I had my stop loss set, so as soon as it hit me, I was out of the trade for what, $43. But let me show you now. 28234. 28234. So I'm using purple for the entry. 28234. Let me extend this. 28234. 28234. Two eight two three four. Come on. 3 4. Okay. So that was my entry today, right? That was the first trade, and then I had a stop loss at 28154. So the reason for that is basically you have this wick around here, so it made this low and around this low as well. So I decided to just go a little bit lower. So in case the market kind of wicked down, like if it came and kind of did like a fake out here, I would have still had a way to capture the upside, right? So 28154, that was the stop loss. And let me use this 28154, and that was at, I made at the same time that I entered the trade. And then we hit the stop loss at 1014. Wow, 1014. So that's still in the same kind of 28154. So after entering right here, expecting the market to go up, I got knocked out right around here, which is just slightly below the previous low. And I got knocked out for what, $43 there, right? And you can see that was literally how long, like 4 minutes. So literally 4 minutes after entering the trade, it filled my stop loss, right? So that was the first trade of the day. That was the $43 trade, right? And then I created a limit order at around 1025. Limit order. So this was created, but it wasn't filled. So you know, a limit order is basically, if you have a limit order for a buy, you want the price to come down and hit your level, and then you'll ride it up. So basically you want to get it at a cheaper price, and then you ride it up. And if you have a stop order, you want it to hit a certain level and continue going up. So if you have a stop order on a buy, basically you want the price to come up, hit this level, and continue going up. If you have a limit order on a buy, you want price to come down, hit your level, and then you ride it back up, right? So I had a limit order there. So this didn't even get exercised until later down in the day. I'll show you when we get back to that. And then I had a market order on the buys again, same 10 o'clock candle. So can you imagine, I entered for a buy. I was pretty stubborn today, I'm not gonna lie. So 28273, 28273, 28273. Okay, so when I saw the market still creating a high here, I'm thinking, okay, maybe it knocked me out a little bit early right there. So I'm still entering for a buy, thinking that it would have continued. And during the day, this candle was forming like a huge green right here. So you had a big green push up around here. So you can see it from how the candle looks now. So during the day, it opened here, and it even came up right up to this point. So at one point, this candle was larger than this one with a solid green body. But on close, it came right back down to here. So you can see I had a market order fill at 28273 here. And then I created my stop loss at 28131. 28131, right? 28131. 28131. Okay, so my stop loss was around there. And I know that this is the candle that took me out. So I'll just leave it there from now before I show it on the phone. So I had my stop loss there. I had my take profit at 28692. So around here. So 28692. So around here, like the previous high, that's where I had my take profit. Like yesterday's high, that's where I had my take profit. And then I had the stop loss at 28131, right? And then the next take profit was 28692, which was cancelled as well. And then I have a limit order. That's when the limit order got filled. So you see the same limit order, the 28188. So when price began to come down, that's when the limit order actually got filled. So 28188. Pardon me, guys. Oh, man. 28188. 28188. I entered with 50 shares. I had placed this trade earlier thinking that if price came back down to this level, I would be able to play it right back up, right? But I actually didn't get to play it right back up because the candle came right back down. So a good thing I had the stop loss created, right? And that stop loss would have been able to just protect me from taking an extraordinary amount of loss as price continued to go down. So 28188 was another entry for me to the buy side, which turned out to be the wrong trade. 28188. 28188 here is where I had another buy order. So I'm thinking if price came down to basically the bottom of these candles, I would be able to ride both of these up. But it turns out that the price completely reversed against me, and I was able to get out at both of these trades at 28131. So that's where I had the stop loss. So as soon as price began to come all the way down here, that's where price really started to push down, and it's a good thing. That's why it's always good to have the stop loss whenever you enter in the trades, because if you don't have your stop loss, you'll basically get like an exorbitant amount of wreckage just from maybe you took a step away from the charts or something, or you got busy doing something, and then that alone can be something that just destroys you. Because if I had not set a stop loss here, I would have been exposed to all of this push down here. So basically I wanted to make sure I had some protection while entering these trades, and that's basically what happened. So I entered 3 trades today. The second one, the third limit order, was basically a trade that I had set early in the day. If I had been paying more attention, I would have been able to see that I probably should have canceled that order and make sure that it not go through, right? So basically that was it for today. So I had the 3 trades today. I had one which is a $43 loss, and then I had the 2, and let me show you the breakdown of the 2. So one, yeah, so I had 50 shares here, 50 shares here, and then the total sell for the loss for both of them was 102, right? And that's basically it for today. So just the 3 trades today. So I'm seeing you have some confluence if you really pay attention to the DXY, especially if it's moving like very trendy. You might be able to trade it with more assurance, right? So if you have like a big green move on the DXY, there's a high possibility of the QQQ going down and you being able to trade that, instead of like if it's in a range like this, you definitely can't trade it. But this is like after hours and pre-market. But you had a big move here on the 8 o'clock. You have like a reversal here and then a continuation up here. These are kind of small candles though, so you wouldn't see a lot of movement to get to play with here, but still it is a good indicator, and I'm gonna continue to use it to see if I can like position myself better. Tomorrow is important. You have Jerome Powell speaking about the economic outlook, and then that tends to have some big reaction in the market because he can tell you how much he's gonna give you like a prediction of how he's gonna hike rates or maybe pivot. But if he's speaking about like slowing the hiking of the rates, that's kind of bullish for the markets. If he's still planning to do like 75 basis points, that's still kind of bearish, because that kind of shows that there's going to be a lot of financial tightness in the market. So it makes like money hard to borrow in the markets. So it's harder for companies to get capital to work, because the capital is kind of more expensive when you have a higher interest rates, right? So basically that's it, and you'll see me tomorrow posting the trades. Tomorrow will be much better because I'm thinking I'm gonna put a limit order on some good levels and just try to get that complete move up. So basically that's it, and thank you if you have been paying attention to the other videos. That's basically it. So tomorrow we're trading probably QQQ again and using the DXY as some form of confluence. Thank you and see you tomorrow.